Welcome to QuickSummary. Today we're discussing How to Talk to Anyone by Leil Lowndes, published in 2003. If you don't express what you want or need, others won't know. Effective communication, both talking and body language, is crucial for getting along with others and working together as a society. It sounds simple, just state your needs clearly and people will understand. However, many struggle with this because they feel shy or lack confidence. Leil Lowndes' book, How to Talk to Anyone, is designed for those who feel they lack the confidence to interact with others. Often it's not about needing more willpower, but learning the right approach. Many people can't voice their thoughts not because they're scared, but because they haven't been taught how to communicate effectively. In his book, Lowndes outlines 92 techniques, each with a memorable name. These techniques help you become more likable, appear genuine, fit into social groups, and communicate confidently. For instance, techniques like accidental adulation or scramble therapy are meant to improve how you connect with people and influence them, sometimes without directly asking for what you want. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more summaries like this. Lesson 1. People need to know you like them. When you want to talk to someone, it's important for them to know that you like them. According to Leil Lowndes, people are more willing to engage with you if they feel liked and valued. In any social or professional setting, everyone wants to feel appreciated and positive about themselves. If people aren't sure if you like them, they might feel self-conscious and awkward, making it harder for them to open up. However, when they know you genuinely like them, they feel more comfortable and are more likely to enjoy your company. Showing that you like someone can be challenging because many people let their own nervousness get in the way. You might be worried about whether the other person will like you, which can make you anxious and cause you to unknowingly send signals that you don't like them. This can push people away instead of drawing them in. To overcome this anxiety, Lowndes advises focusing less on how you feel and more on how you want the other person to feel. Pay attention to the signals you're sending, both through your words and your body language. By making others feel good about themselves, you create a more welcoming atmosphere that encourages positive interactions. We'll explore these signals and how to use them effectively throughout this guide. Lesson 2. How to speak like a celebrity. Back in the 1930s, research by the Carnegie Foundation found that around 85% of a person's success depends on their communication skills. This means how well you talk to people can have a huge impact on your success. When you're meeting new people, try to ask questions that make you sound interested and engaged. Instead of asking, "What do you do?" which can seem impersonal, ask, "How do you spend most of your time?" This shows you want to understand more about their life and not just get a job title. When someone asks you, "What do you do?" don't just give a standard job description. Think about what might interest the person you're talking to and tailor your response accordingly. Just like job seekers adjust their resumes for different positions, adjust your answer to highlight aspects of your work that might be relevant or interesting to them. Make your story sound engaging and unique, especially when talking to people you want to impress or befriend. Sharing your experiences in a captivating way can make you more memorable. Additionally, using a rich vocabulary can make you sound more polished. Replace common words like good, nice, or smart with more varied and interesting alternatives. A thesaurus can help you find new words to use. By expanding your vocabulary and using it effectively, you can improve how you communicate and stand out more in conversations. Lesson 3. How to show you have things in common. When people interact, they often connect with others who share similar interests or values. To make someone feel comfortable and liked, it's important to show that you have things in common with them. Lowndes suggests you should act like you're on the same team as the person you're talking to. Pay attention to their body language and try to match it in a respectful way. For example, if they speak slowly and calmly, try to adjust your own pace to match theirs. This helps create a sense of harmony between you two. Another way to connect is by using the same words and phrases they use. Listen carefully to their choice of words and try to incorporate similar language into your responses. This makes it seem like you understand their perspective and share similar views. Also, try to talk about things the other person enjoys. If they like sailing, mention sailing in your conversation. Using terms related to their interests shows you're engaged and interested in what they care about. Finally, improve how you respond to encourage more conversation. Instead of just saying yeah or use phrases like, "I see what you mean," or "That's a great point." These responses show you're actively listening and make the other person feel valued, encouraging them to keep talking. Lesson 4. How your body language affects first impressions. When meeting someone new, your body language and non-verbal signals play a huge role in how people perceive you. According to Lowndes, these silent cues make up more than 80% of the impression you make on others. This guide will cover how your body language influences people's first impressions of you. It will also show you how to use non-verbal signals to appear friendlier and more appealing. From the moment you meet someone, they quickly form opinions about you based on your body language. They might judge your personality, confidence, and social or professional status without you even speaking. This initial judgment is often based on how you present yourself physically, including your posture, facial expressions, and eye contact. For example, if you stand up straight, smile genuinely, and make good eye contact, you're more likely to come across as confident and approachable. If you seem tense or avoid eye contact, people might perceive you as unapproachable or unsure of yourself. In summary, your body language sends constant signals about how you feel and how others should view you. Being aware of and managing these non-verbal cues can help you make a positive and lasting first impression. Lesson 5. 11 Types of Body Language. In her book Cues, Vanessa Van Edwards expands on Lowndes' ideas by detailing 11 different types of body language, each revealing something about your emotions and thoughts. Micro-expressions, for example, are brief facial expressions that provide a glimpse into your true feelings, such as happiness or surprise. Body proxemics refers to how you use the space around you, indicating whether you're comfortable or anxious based on how close you stand to others. Hand gestures also play a significant role. They can express your emotions, tell a story, or provide comfort, making your communication more effective. Ornaments, such as your clothing and accessories, contribute to how you communicate non-verbally. The way you choose and wear them can reveal aspects of your personality and how you present yourself. Showing interest in others can be done through both subtle and obvious signals, like smiling or touching your hair. Eye gaze is another crucial aspect. How you look at someone can convey your feelings or thoughts, such as attraction or uncertainty. Pacifying behaviors like rubbing your neck or tapping your foot are repetitive actions that help you calm down after feeling stressed or upset. Haptics involves the use of touch to express yourself, such as giving a pat on the back or a hug, which communicates your feelings and how you relate to others. Blocking actions, such as crossing your arms or touching your face, create barriers that signal discomfort or a desire to protect yourself. The pitch and tone of your voice can reveal your emotions, even if the actual words are not heard. For instance, a high pitch might indicate nervousness, while a steady tone can show confidence. Lastly, cultural context plays a role, as different cultures use various signs and gestures, like the thumbs up, which can have different meanings depending on where you are. Understanding these types of body language can enhance your ability to interpret others' feelings and improve your own communication skills. Lesson 6. Technique. Number 1. Stand tall. Lowndes explains that how you carry yourself, especially your posture, affects how others perceive you. Slouching or hunching over can give the impression that you're not confident, which might make people think you're not approachable or comfortable in social situations. When you stand up straight with good posture, it signals confidence and openness. This positive body language suggests that you are proud of yourself and willing to engage with others. As a result, people are more likely to view you as someone who is successful and worth paying attention to. Lesson 7. Method number 2. Relax and get rid of any physical obstacles. In his book, Getting Back to Happy, Mark Chernoff elaborates on body language by identifying 18 specific behaviors to avoid when engaging with others. Holding items in front of your body can make you seem shy or unwilling to interact. It's better to keep things beside you. Checking the time or inspecting your fingernails often signals boredom or disinterest. Picking lint off your clothes can indicate discomfort with the conversation or a lack of enthusiasm. Stroking your chin while looking at someone may suggest you are forming judgments about them. Touching your face, particularly your nose or mouth, often implies discomfort or dishonesty, making it seem like you are not fully engaged. Not facing the person directly can show discomfort or disinterest, while crossing your arms can be interpreted as defensiveness or egotism. Scratching the back of your head or neck might reveal doubt or uncertainty. Fiddling with the collar of your shirt usually signifies high levels of discomfort or nervousness. Crossing your hands over your genitalia can make you appear nervous and self-conscious, while resting your head on your hands often signals boredom. Wiping sweaty hands on your clothes indicates high nervousness. Sitting on the edge of your chair can suggest unhappiness or mental disengagement, whereas tapping your feet or fingers often reflects stress or impatience. Fidgeting with small items can show anxiety or a lack of readiness, and shifting your weight from one foot to the other may make you appear uncomfortable and eager to end the conversation. Lesson 8. 18. Fidgety and guarded movements to avoid. In Getting Back to Happy, Mark Chernoff builds on the idea of body language and details 18 behaviors you should avoid when talking to someone. For example, holding things in front of your body makes you seem shy or unwilling to engage, so it's better to keep items beside you. Constantly checking the time or inspecting your fingernails signals boredom. Picking lint off your clothes suggests you're uncomfortable with the conversation or dislike the other person's ideas. Stroking your chin while looking at someone might show you're forming judgments about them. Touching your face, especially your nose or mouth, often indicates discomfort or that you're not fully engaged. Resting your hands behind your head or on your hips can come off as arrogant and should be reserved for close friends or family. Not facing the person directly shows discomfort or lack of interest. Crossing your arms can make you appear defensive or egotistical, so keep your arms open and by your sides. Scratching the back of your head or neck might indicate doubt or dishonesty. Fiddling with your shirt collar usually means you're nervous. Crossing your hands over your genitalia can make you seem insecure and more closed off. Putting your head on your hands suggests boredom. Wiping sweaty hands on your clothes indicates high nervousness. Sitting on the edge of your chair can signal discomfort or disengagement. Tapping your feet or fingers reflects stress or impatience, while fidgeting with small items shows anxiety. Shifting your weight from one foot to the other makes you appear uncomfortable and ready to end the conversation. Lesson 9. Smooth introductions and familiar gestures. lead to good conversations. When you're about to meet someone new, it's natural to worry about finding common ground or knowing what to talk about. However, starting a good conversation can often be as simple as making a smooth introduction. One easy method is to have a mutual friend or the event organizer introduce you. If that's not possible, you can try asking the person a few questions about themselves to spark the conversation. Alternatively, you could hang around them, listen to what they're talking about, and look for an opportunity to join in. Bringing something interesting or unique, like an old pocket watch or a special purse, can also be a great icebreaker. People might ask about your item, which naturally leads into a conversation. If you're hosting the meeting, make it easier by introducing everyone and sharing a couple of interesting facts about each person. This helps others come up with questions and keeps the conversation flowing. Once the conversation starts, pay attention to how you interact. Avoid dominating the conversation with long-winded stories. Instead, listen carefully to what others say and match their mood and tone. If they're lively and smiling, try to reflect that energy. If the mood is more subdued, adjust your approach to fit. When you join a conversation, be confident and maintain a positive attitude. It's important to be friendly and respectful, as this will make people more receptive to you, regardless of the exact words you choose. Lesson 10. Master the art of small talk by opening conversational doors and keeping people talking. Small talk may seem trivial, but it plays a crucial role in both personal and professional settings. It can either help you connect with someone or push them away if handled poorly. When meeting new people, think about the common questions they might ask, like, "Where are you from?" or "What do you do?" Instead of giving brief, uninteresting answers like London or marketing, try to add some detail. For example, you could mention that Washington, D.C. was designed by the same person who designed Paris, which might spark a more engaging discussion about travel. Being a good listener is key. Often people appreciate a conversationalist who listens more than talks. By letting the other person speak and showing genuine interest, you'll make them feel valued and more likely to open up. One effective way to keep a conversation going is to repeat what the other person has said and ask them to elaborate. This technique can lead to revealing and interesting stories. If you find someone with a compelling story, give them a chance to share it with the group. This not only makes the conversation more lively, but also shows you're attentive and appreciative. Be cautious about sharing personal information too soon. Revealing secrets or weaknesses before you've established a strong connection can make others uncomfortable or suspicious. It's better to build a positive impression before diving into more personal topics. Lesson 11. Build rapport through imitating, empathizing, and acting like a close friend. People naturally connect better with others who share similar interests and traits. To make a good impression, try to highlight the common ground you have with the person you're interacting with. A useful strategy is to mimic the other person's behavior. If they are calm and deliberate, try to match their pace. If they are more energetic and quick, adjust your actions accordingly. This mirroring makes people feel more comfortable and at ease with you. Similarly, use the same language and terminology that the other person uses. If they mention working at an ad agency rather than a company, refer to it in the same way. If they have a passion for baseball, you might use phrases like "hit a home run" when talking to them. This shows that you are attentive and engaged in their interests. Instead of using filler words like or respond with full, thoughtful sentences. For example, saying, "I see why you made that choice," instead of just "yeah," demonstrates that you are genuinely listening and understanding their point of view. Using inclusive words like "we" and "us" helps build a sense of closeness. Instead of asking, "What do you think of the new mayor?" You could say, "How do you think we'll handle the new mayor?" This approach fosters a feeling of partnership and speeds up the process of becoming closer. Lastly, sharing inside jokes or references that only you and the other person understand can quickly build a bond. Mention something funny you both laughed about earlier to remind them of your shared experiences. This creates a sense of familiarity and connection between you. Lesson 12. Technique number 3. Delay your smiles and maintain eye contact. When interacting with others, the way you use your smile and eye contact can significantly impact how people perceive you. Lowndes points out that quick automatic smiles can seem insincere because it appears you're smiling at everyone, making people feel less connected to you. Similarly, not making eye contact can make you seem distant or uninterested, which can hinder emotional connections. To make a better impression, Lowndes suggests a more intentional approach. When you meet someone, make eye contact first, then pause briefly before offering a warm, genuine smile. This delay makes it clear that your smile is meant specifically for them, showing that you are genuinely pleased to see them. Maintaining eye contact during the conversation helps demonstrate your interest and attentiveness. Research supports these ideas. Genuine smiles help both you and others feel more relaxed and happy. When you smile, it not only triggers a positive reaction in others, but also releases feel-good chemicals in your brain, like endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. This makes smiling contagious. When you smile, others are likely to smile back, which improves their mood. Additionally, how you use your eyes can convey different messages. For instance, narrowing your eyes can suggest dislike, while looking down might come off as disinterest or arrogance. Quick blinking can signal anxiety, and staring might be perceived as aggression. Using your eyebrows can also communicate emotions. Raising them briefly can indicate agreement, interest, or approval. Combining these subtle cues with eye contact, about 30% of the time, helps people remember you better and feel more positively about the interaction. Lesson 13. Technique number 4. Pretend you're already close friends. Lowndes suggests a simple trick to help you feel more confident around new people. Act as if you already know them well. When you imagine that you are already friends, you reduce the uncertainty and nervousness about how they will react to you. This makes it easier for you to be comfortable and genuine. According to Lowndes, pretending to like someone can eventually lead to real feelings of affection. Even if you're only pretending at first, your positive behavior and body language will help the other person feel more at ease. They're likely to respond warmly, which can make you genuinely like them in return, making the interaction smoother and more enjoyable. There are 2 main techniques to help yourself send out positive vibes. One method, often used in sales, is to picture the outcome you want, like forming a close friendship. By visualizing this, you'll start acting in ways that help make it a reality. Another approach, suggested by self-help expert Joseph Murphy in his book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, is to focus on how you want others to perceive you. Think positively about others, and they'll likely pick up on your good thoughts and reflect them back to you. Lesson 14. Career success is crucial to sound professional. To advance in your career and make a strong impression on your boss, it's crucial to communicate professionally. Start by getting straight to the point in your conversations. Important people, like your boss, value efficiency and don't have time for long-winded explanations. Keeping their attention is also key. Begin your sentences with "you" to make your message more engaging and relevant to them. When delivering bad news, think about how the person might react and tailor your delivery accordingly. If the news is something they might appreciate, share it with a positive attitude. If it's unpleasant, approach it gently and compassionately. Also, consider what interests the listener. For instance, instead of simply stating your job role, explain it in a way that highlights its value. If you're an accountant, you might say, "I help people manage their finances and find new ways to save money." If you're a hairdresser, describe how you tailor haircuts to fit each client's face and personality. However, there are common mistakes to avoid in professional communication. For example, if you find common ground with someone, don't overreact with a loud "me too." Instead, remain composed and let the conversation flow naturally. Avoid clichés, as they can make you seem insincere. Instead of asking someone what they do for work, try asking, "How do you spend most of your time?" This way, you're more likely to learn about their true interests. Finally, always maintain professionalism. Avoid teasing, embarrassing, or making jokes at others' expense. Lesson 15. Make the most of every party by making a good first impression and taking the lead. When you go to a party, you might be looking to have fun, but there's also a chance to make valuable connections. To stand out and impress important people, consider these tips. First impressions are crucial. Just like pop stars make a memorable entrance on stage, you can make a strong impact when you arrive at a party. When you enter, pause at the door, scan the room, and smile confidently. This kind of entrance grabs attention and makes you memorable. Once you're inside, don't just wait for people to come to you. Instead, seek out the most interesting or influential person in the room and approach them. Being proactive will help you avoid blending into the background and increase your chances of making meaningful connections. Also, be mindful of how you use your hands. Avoid showing the backs of your hands or your knuckles, as it can come across as unfriendly or aggressive. Keep your arms open with your palms facing outward to appear approachable and friendly. Pay close attention to what the other person says and remember key details or personal information they share. Referencing these details in future conversations will show that you're attentive and genuinely interested, leaving a positive impression. Thanks for tuning in to this quick summary. Did you find this audiobook summary helpful? If you enjoyed this audiobook summary, please like, subscribe, and share with others to help us spread the knowledge.